Hello, hello, this is Kristen, and you're listening to Season 1 of Not Even Wine with Dinner. We have a lot of great stories this season to welcome you in as we talk about drinking, attempting sobriety, mental health, and aging, all wrapped up in a soulful but sarcastic package. For more info about this movement, head on over to www.notevenwinewithdinner.com. Now let's uncork the bottle and get started. Hello, friends. This is Kristen Crisp, and you're listening to Not Even Wine with Dinner. So before I get into what that is and who I am, I want to make sure that you understand that you will hear me make references to being in the nude. That is the anagram for Not Even Wine with Dinner. I totally did not plan it, but it was so amazing that I have to use it. NEWWD is the anagram, so you will hear me make a lot of those references. So to introduce myself, again, my name is Kristen Crisp. I am your middle-aged friend here to share stories about drinking and sobriety, aging, mental health, and all of the things that come along with that. A lot of this will be me telling specific stories about my life, kind of like a personal blog, but then I also have a lot of really amazing guests lined up for the next several months and into 2026. So I'm very excited about that. And then all of this is going to be filtered through my ridiculously chaotic ADHD brain, which is full of love and kindness, but also with a lot of humor and sarcasm. So to give you a little background on how this started, Not Even Wine with Dinner came about from people continually asking me about drinking when I went on a very long sobriety kick in 2010. And the question that I kept getting was, you're not drinking anything, nothing at all, not even wine with dinner. And I heard that so many times that it just stuck and it kind of hovered in the back of my head for a long time. And I always knew I was going to do something with it, but I just wasn't sure what. And I recently started using that name on my medium.com page. I actually am a writer as well. So I do some writing as well as this podcast. And you can find me on medium.com under the same handle, Not Even Wine with Dinner. So when I started writing over there, I was writing stories about my drinking and my chaotic youth and low self-esteem and bullying and all that garbage that goes on when you are hormonal and full of teenage angst. But what really kicked it off was in 2022, my big sister Robin died of cirrhosis, and she had hidden her alcoholism so well that we did not know she was ultimately drinking herself to death, and we were completely blindsided by it. So that loss pushed me to start this movement, this writing, the podcast, and I wanted a place where we could have honest conversations about wellness, sobriety, navigating midlife, all with a little bit of humor and sarcasm, as well as an open heart. Anyone is welcome to listen, but my focus is very much on those of us over 50 because there's a whole lot of garbage that people don't prepare you for with midlife. But again, anybody can listen because eventually you will all be over 50. So maybe we can prepare you for what's coming because nobody prepared us for it. And when it comes to drinking, when you're young, you're just all about the party. And by the time you start reaching midlife, it's more about numbing and coping or just trying to survive your day to day. So that is where Not Even Wine with Dinner comes from, a space for, real talk and maybe just having a laugh or two along the way. So if you want to get a feel for my style, head on over to medium.com and look for Not Even Wine with Dinner, and you can read. I think to date, I have close to 200 stories on there covering a lot of topics, but specifically with drinking, sobriety, mental health, aging, and just kind of, dealing with life the way we do. So I want to thank you guys for listening to my little intro here. I look forward to chatting with you guys, and I will put some links below so that you can check out the website and get geared up for that. The website, notevenwinewithdinner.com, will be coming soon. So be sure and sign up for the waiting list. And that is all for now. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. So take care, have a fantastic day, and stay safe, stay sober. Just a quick note of the legal jargon. I am not a medical or psychiatric professional, nor am I a recovery or addiction specialist. This podcast is for information use only, and I am simply sharing my own experiences with sobriety, drinking, mental health, and wellness. I'm not here to diagnose or to treat. So if you're struggling and you feel like you are in immediate need, please contact a medical professional or call 911. Thank you guys again. Stay safe, stay sober.